Your dog notices changes in you long before most people do. The shift in your voice, the silence in the room, the way your body moves more slowly, the way your breathing changes when something feels heavy inside you. And sometimes, before you even fully understand your own emotions, your dog is already reacting to them. They come closer than usual, sit beside you quietly, watch your face more carefully, almost as if they know something is wrong. And according to science, they actually might, because dogs don't experience humans as emotionally neutral creatures. They constantly study us, our expressions, our routines, our emotional patterns, which means your sadness may affect your dog far more deeply than you realize. Dogs read human emotions constantly. Humans often assume dogs only respond to obvious signals, food, commands, movement, but emotionally intelligent dogs notice far more than that. Studies have shown that dogs can recognize changes in human facial expressions, vocal tone, posture, and emotional energy. Even when no words are spoken, your dog notices the tension in your shoulders, the heaviness in your movement, the difference between your happy voice and your exhausted one. And over time, dogs begin building emotional associations around those patterns, which means they don't just memorize routines. They learn emotional states. Some researchers believe dogs developed this ability through thousands of years living beside humans. The better dogs became at understanding human emotions, the stronger their bond with humans became. And eventually, reading human feelings became part of survival itself. Your dog may not understand why you're sad, but they often recognize that you are. Why dogs stay close when you cry. Have you ever noticed your dog acting differently when you cry? Some dogs immediately approach. Others place their head on you quietly. Some simply sit nearby, without making a sound. And while many people see this as coincidence, research suggests it may be something much deeper. Dogs are highly sensitive to emotional distress within their social group, especially from the humans they're strongly attached to. In many cases, staying physically close becomes a form of emotional response. Not because they understand sadness the way humans describe it, but because they detect emotional instability and instinctively react to it. Your dog may not know how to solve your problems, but their brain recognizes that your emotional state has changed, and attachment drives them closer instead of farther away, which is why many dogs remain beside their owners during difficult moments, even when nothing else is happening. Your stress affects your dog too. One of the most surprising discoveries in canine psychology is how strongly dogs synchronize emotionally with humans, especially long-term owners. Studies involving stress hormones have shown that dogs often mirror the emotional stress levels of the people they live with, meaning your anxiety, tension, and emotional exhaustion may directly influence your dog's nervous system over time. This is sometimes called emotional contagion, a process where emotions spread between closely bonded individuals. And dogs appear to experience it strongly, which means when you're emotionally overwhelmed, your dog may feel unsettled too, even if the environment itself seems completely normal. Your dog reads emotional atmosphere constantly, and because you are one of the central emotional figures in their world, your emotional state affects theirs, sometimes more than owners realize. How dogs try to comfort humans. Dogs comfort people in very different ways. Some become physically affectionate, licking your hands, leaning against you, resting beside you quietly. Others simply watch you more carefully than usual, following you from room to room, monitoring your emotional state. And interestingly, many dogs become calmer and quieter when their owner is upset, almost as if they instinctively understand the moment requires softness instead of excitement. Scientists still debate exactly how deeply dogs understand human emotions consciously. But one thing is becoming increasingly clear. Dogs are emotionally responsive animals, especially toward humans they deeply trust, which means what feels like small behavior to you may actually be your dog attempting emotional support in the only way they know how. Sometimes your dog feels helpless too. There's another side to this connection most people never think about. Sometimes your sadness may confuse your dog emotionally, especially if they cannot calm you down. Dogs naturally look for emotional stability from trusted humans. And when that stability suddenly changes, some dogs become anxious themselves. They watch you more carefully, stay unusually close, react more sensitively to your tone and movement, because emotionally attached dogs are affected by tension within their environment. Your dog may not understand depression, grief, stress, or heartbreak, but they understand that the emotional energy around you feels different. And sometimes that uncertainty affects them deeply too. You are their emotional world. Your dog may never fully understand why you're sad, but they understand that you are. They notice the silence, the heaviness, the emotional distance, and because dogs bond through emotional attachment, they react to those changes in ways most humans overlook completely. Through closeness, presence, quiet observation, silent loyalty, dogs do not comfort humans through words. They comfort through staying. And maybe that's why their support feels so powerful, because it asks for nothing in return. So the next time your dog quietly sits beside you, during a difficult moment, remember this. They may not just be sitting there randomly. They may be trying to help you, in the only way they know how.